himself on the brink. And all throughout this great country, the sense of hopelessness and helplessness began to take hold. That was the world I entered when I walked across the stage to receive my law degree. That was the history that up to that point had been written for us, not by us. But in spite of it all, as I walked across the stage like you, I never doubted for one instant that we could change that history, that we could rewrite the outcome we were careening toward. And we did. 4 short years later, I sat in the Capitol room 5 years later, across from President Ford and Dr. Henry Kissinger, along with my colleagues in the Foreign Ministry, demanded that the war end, and it did within a matter of weeks after that. That was 1968. And this is 2009. And now it's your turn. You're graduating into a world of anxiety and uncertainty. You're walking across the stage without knowing exactly what's going to be on the other side. But you know that. Good jobs are hard to find now. 2 wars are being waged on the other side of the globe. A global recession, a planet in peril, the world in flux. Yes, these are the challenges you face, but these are the moments that you have an opportunity to embrace. Throughout the span of history, only a handful of us have been alive at a time when we can actually, not rhetorically, actually shape the course of history. I call these inflection points. Remember from your physics class, your hands are on the steering wheel, the automobile is going straight, and one slight turn sends the car in a direction fundamentally different and initially unalterable than the direction it's been going in. Few people, few generations get to put their hands on the steering wheel at that moment. There's not a single solitary decision confronting us now that doesn't yield change from non-action as well as action. My favorite poem, written by Yeats, writing about his Ireland in 1960, wrote a poem after the first rising of the 20th century called Easter Sunday, 1916. In it, there was a line that's more applicable in my view to today than it was in his Ireland in 1916. He said, "The world has changed. It has changed utterly. Terror, beauty has been born." Well, it's clear things have changed utterly in the last 12 to 15 years. A terrible beauty has been born. It's a different world out there. But we have an opportunity to make it truly beautiful because we're at an inflection point. Absent our input and leadership, the world will continue to careen in the direction the momentum is now taking. That, folks, is an inflection point. Do nothing but take history in our own hands and like few generations to take the chance, bend it in service of a better day. You know how I feel. It's probably self-evident. In the face of the challenges and opportunities we have, in the face of struggle, there is a much greater risk in accepting a situation we know we cannot sustain than in steeling our spine and embracing the promise of change. Even though the pessimist will point out we cannot guarantee exactly what that change will deliver. The truth is, individuals don't determine these inflection points. is the cumulative consequence of changed circumstances of our country and the world that delivers up to these moments. But it is individuals who do determine the outcome of these moments. I've done many commencement speeches, but I can say with absolute certainty, without fear of contradiction, since I've been in public life, there has never been a graduating class that's graduating into a moment where they actually have a chance to make really incremental change. Ladies and gentlemen, that's who we are. That's why Barack and I ran. That's why I believe so passionately. We have a shot. The Captain occurred the lifetime of anyone in this dome. And now we're here. Imagine what we can do. Imagine a country where within a very short time, 20% of all our energy comes from renewable, clean sources of energy. A country that literally is ready to invest in every child from the time they're 3 years old and guarantee every American who qualifies that they can attend college, notwithstanding their income. Imagine a country where health care is for the first time affordable and available to every American, driving down our costs, opening up opportunities. Imagine a country where our carbon footprint shrinks to virtually nothing. Imagine an America brought together by powerful ideas, not torn apart by petty ideologies. Imagine a country built on innovation and efficiency, not on credit default swaps and complex securities. Ladies and gentlemen, just imagine. Imagine a country that lifts up the limits of opportunities instead of slamming them down, that has occurred over the last 15 years. Imagine a country where creativity and scientific knowledge are valued, not set aside in the name of ideology. Imagine a country where every single American has a fighting chance